Good morning, children. Today we are beginning with the first chapter of economics, and the caption of the chapter is Definition of Economics. The definitions of economics are broadly categorized into four categories. First is wealth definition, second is welfare definition, third is scarcity definition, and fourth is growth oriented definitions. And the first definition that is given by Adam Smith, who is also known as father of economics. Now, Adam Smith says that economics is a science which inquires into the nature and causes of wealth of nations. So his total focus is given to wealth in his definition, right? Then there are certain features of his definition. The first feature of wealth definition is study of man. What does it say? Economics is the study of wealth only, right? The main object of economics is to examine how people earn wealth and spend it. The second feature is causes of wealth. It says that economics seeks to examine causes which lead to an increase of wealth. Third feature is economic man. The economic man is the one who tries to achieve his self-interest by increasing his material gains through acquisition of wealth. So these three are features of wealth definition. Then we come to criticism part. There are certain economists who have criticized Adam Smith definition on various grounds. The first the criticism is that he has given too much emphasis on materialism. So classical economists, they alleged that by defining economics as a science of wealth, they have ignored or Adam Smith have ignored the higher values of life such as happiness, love and affection. The second criticism given to wealth definition is narrow view of wealth. Wealth, according to classical economists, consists of material or tangible goods. They have excluded non-material goods or services like health and education from the definition of economics, right? Then third criticism given to Adam Smith definition is a secondary place to man. They say that they has given undue emphasis on wealth and in the process has reduced man to secondary place. In fact, ultimate objective of economics is to promote human and social welfare. That means they mean to say that wealth is a means to promote social and human welfare. Wealth cannot be an end itself, right? And then last is it ignores the problem of scarcity. The definition of wealth ignores the basic cause of economic activity, that is relative scarcity of economic resources. That means the resources are scarce in relation to the demand of goods and services. These many are criticism of Adam Smith's definition. Now the second category of definition is given by Alfred Marshall, and these definitions are categorized as welfare definition. The definition says that political economy or economics is a study of mankind in the ordinary business of life. It examines that part of individual and social action which is most closely connected with the attainment and the use of material requisites of well-being. So on the one side a study of wealth, and on the other and more important side a part of the study of man. So this definition is a better definition in the sense that it is giving more emphasis on man and it has given secondary place to wealth. The first feature of Marshall's definition is study of mankind. What does it say? That Marshall placed primary emphasis on the study of mankind. He says that no doubt that both mankind and wealth, they are very important. He believed that wealth is not an end by itself but only a means to human welfare. So according to Marshall, it is the study of man which occupies the central place in the study of economics and not the wealth. The second feature of this definition is a study of ordinary business of life. Now, ordinary business of life is connected to several aspects such as economic, social, religious, and political. But economics is concerned only with the economic aspect of human life, and the ordinary business of life is concerned with income earning and income spending activities of mankind. So, economics studies how people earn material means of their livelihood and how they spend these for the satisfaction of their well-being. The next feature of Marshall's welfare definition is study of material welfare. According to him, economics is not concerned with total human welfare. Total human welfare is composite of social welfare and economic welfare, but it is only concerned with material welfare, that is that part of human welfare which is related to wealth, right? The next is emphasis on requisites of well-being. The material things like food, clothing, and shelter are the important aspects of well-being, so these are being taken care by the Marshall definition. The next is exclusion of non-economic activities. Now, Marshall has limited the scope of economics to those activities which are amenable to measurement in terms of money. That is only those goods and services we have taken into account which can be measured in terms of money, right? So political, social, cultural, and religious activities of human beings are excluded from the purview of economics as they are not subject to measurement in terms of money. Now, again, there are certain criticisms of welfare definitions. The first criticism is economics regarded as a social science only. We just study about it, right? Now, Marshall has been criticized for terming economics as a social science rather than a human science. Human science is a bigger aspect and social science is a part of human science. A social science studies the activities of the individual, right, living in organized communities as member of the society, and whereas a human science studies the human being irrespective of whether he is living as a member of an organized community or living in isolation. So this science is only talking about social science, whereas we are the human social science is a part of human science. So according to Marshall, we can only study in economics those people who are living, who are member of an organized community, whereas those people who are those people who are living in isolation, they are not a part of study of economics because they are not living in a organized community. So this is a criticism which is given by the economist. Then next is impractical classification of activities. A limitation to the welfare definition of economics is that distinction between economic and non-economic activities is unscientific, illogical, and illusory, since all human activities have an economic aspect. Then the next is they have only material aspect. What does it say is that another limitation to the welfare definition of economics is on the ground that these definitions include only material things within their purview. They exclude non-material things like the services of doctors, lawyers, teachers, etc. from their orbit. These services have nothing material in them. However, these services also satisfy our urgent needs and thereby promote welfare. So they must be taken care of also, right? And then next is restricted scope of economics. They say that Robbins has also criticized welfare definitions as they restrict the scope of study of economics. Economics studies several activities which hardly promote economic welfare. Many goods like liquor, cigarettes, and guns do not promote economic welfare. Yet production of these goods constitute economic activity and hence it is studied in economics, right? Then the last criticism is vague concept of material welfare. Now, welfare definitions are also subject to criticism on the ground that material welfare cannot be quantitatively measured. right? Because welfare is a mental phenomena, it's a psychic phenomena. You cannot measure it. It relates to mental makeup of a person, so it differs according to time, place, individuals. Thus welfare cannot be measured in objective terms, right?